Hey everyone, Arpit this side, and in this video, we'll install Anaconda on our server, and then we'll establish a connection between GitHub and our local repository. We'll set up a directory as well as a GitHub repository. Let's get started. Okay, so first of all, we'll search for download. Okay, so first of all, we'll search for download Anaconda. Since I'm doing it for Linux, whatever it is, yeah, this will go to Linux. I would install Miniconda because I do not want the whole distribution. There's a lot of things that I do not need. So Linux install instructions. So yeah, we'll land on this page. After coming to this page, there'll be a couple of instructions. Next, I've already SSH'd into this place. Now I'll call this. This will basically download the package. Once the downloading is done, instruction, I'll be able to download it. Okay, the package is downloaded. Now we'll have to install it. Okay. But let me check. Okay. Awesome. I forgot to open another terminal. I'll SSH into my system. And next, what we're going to do, I would want to move to workspace. Workspace is here. We'll check this. Okay. So we should be saying base environment electron. So it was already there. That's okay. And we would want to verify and install the list. Awesome. Now this is done. What we would want to do is open GitHub. This is my GitHub. I would create a new repository. This would be project DSA sample. Some name you would want. I'm not adding anything as of now. I'll just create the repository. Now that I've done this, I would want to create a folder. So mkdir. I don't know, let's check. Mkdir sample underscore project. Let's go one. Nice. Now that sample project is set up, we would want to just go there, sample project one. Now that we have a folder set up, we would want to initialize it, or rather create a readme file first, and then we would git init. The git has been initialized. we would add these readme file, and then we would commit. Oh, what happened? We would commit, and we would add the branch main. After that is done, we will connect the branch to the repository, and then we'll just push it. Username, Patrick Arpit. I don't remember my password. Just wait a second. I'll be back. So I did manage to figure out my password, and then I ran this. After running this, it got pushed to main, and there was, of course, a README file that we had just created. Now it's available in the GitHub repository as well. And I also connected my VS Code with this. Next, what we're going to do is add a file, create a new file. We'll call it .git ignore, and we'll choose a template. We'll search for Python. So this will basically generate all the ignoring directories. Commit change. We'll let the AI do the job for us. Right. Like that. Now there's an issue. In our directory, we do not have this git ignore file. We check over here. It's gonna be, but there's an issue. We do not have that git ignore file over here, but it's there. So what we're gonna do is git pull. It'll basically download all the different files from our main repository. Yeah, that is done. Now that this is set up, we also wanna create an environment. So if you're like me, you would always forget create environment. Yeah, this is how we do it. I always forget. And create # name. Let's call it WineMeUp. WineMeUp. That's the whole project. Yes. 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 I will activate this and activate wine me up. Awesome. What? Git ignore ls dash a. Yes. Now we can see the git ignore file as well. .git folder is there. So git ignore and git folders are basically hidden. So if you just do ls, you won't be able to look at them, but it's there. Just for convenience, what I like to do is the name of the environment. I don't want to type it again and again every time I come to this folder. So what I'll just do is I'll create a directory called wine me. So what's gonna happen is next time if I do conda activate w, it's gonna be there. I'll just remove that slash, and then it's gonna activate that. If you want, you can always type it out if you do not want to create a clutter of it. We'll go to that git ignore file. We'll also add wine me up. We'll save it. The same is there. Now, if you can see, there is no particular change. You would see over here, except for git ignore. Otherwise, there would have been that directory as well if you would add any file to that, of course. Yes, you would write your comment over here, adding the WineMeUp directory to git ignore. Thank you, AI. Save. Sync changes. Sync changes is basically pushing it to main. All done. Now that the directory and repositories have been set up, we can install the packages and the modules that we need for working on the project. Even if we miss out on something, we can always install it later on. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.